show. I'm back with the multiplayer podcast, and as always, Jokers is running on Jesus Christ time. They light, man. They late. We got a few people said that they're joining. Actually, MVP hit me up today. Make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me turn my mic up. MVP hit me today and said that he was rocking. Actually, MVP hit me up today. I can hear myself in my ears. I don't know. That's coming from me.
No, that was my bad. I fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, so, so anyway, as you guys come in, let me go to the actual show. Okay, here you go. Hit the like button. I got a few guests today. Well, not a few guests. Well, like I said, MVP, he used to do it for me from the beginning. Like I said, Kidsmove hit me up. Actually, Kidsmove, we said we was going to do an interview. Shit happened. Schedules conflict, but he's coming on the multiplayer. He's going to try his damnness, the damage control that dog shit has inside Xbox. So we're going to talk about that. A few other things, man. Spoke to my boy PROCK. He's suffering a mild concussions. But he said, thank everyone for their prayers. Randal Thor went out there, assaulted him for no apparent reason. Slapped him in the back of the head with a bottle of bub. Minding his business. Out there fighting his console war. Randal Thor slapped him in the head with a bottle of bub. Like I said, as you guys come in, hit the like, but we have a little funny today. Hold on. But anyway, Moss, what's going on with you, good brother?
Nothing, man. Chilling, just doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping up. We about to drop. We're gonna be dropping that mad content again next week, man. Starting next week, man. We turning it up.
All right. Well, as like I said, jokes come in. I got King Wave. Hey Rafe? Rafe? I think you sent me a friend's request on Facebook. If that's you, shout out to you, good brother. Neverland Lex, King's Blood Gaming, yeah. Modest, Lex Prez, Material Weapon. Also, we got Philosopher Doom. My brother, Clash of Love. What's going on, good brother? I ain't been on in a couple of days, but I'm back, though. Tekken God, just the finest. So we good. MM2. Oh, yeah, you in there with me. RD Veneer, sponsorship by none. Jerome Freeman. He got his whole name up that motherfucker. Jerome Freeman III. Shout out to him. He got his whole government up that motherfucker, bro. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, the chat, if you come in, like I said, hit the like. We're going to have an interesting show today. I asked people coming in. I spoke to Kratos J. He said he's driving. He's going to hop in also. Hold on. We got here. Okay. Hold on one second. One second. I'm getting everybody hitting me. I'm getting hella messages.
It's gonna be live tonight. People, hit that like button.
Yeah, okay, I got it. I got a few articles. But hey, Kidsmove, what's going on with you, good brother?
I'm chilling, man. How y'all doing? Best spot in the building.
The best spot. You still you sticking to that moniker, huh?
Oh yeah, I stick to it, man.
Oh, okay.
Until they stop making them.
Or till they stop making it. So games is it services, games, Xbox Live on Switch, none of that stuff matters.
Nah, B.
Nah, B. No, you did. Oh, okay. Like I said, all right, we're gonna get to that too. But other than that, what are you playing? What are you enjoying?
Right now, I've been playing The Crew 2 and Vermintide 2. And
Vermintide 2. What the fuck is that, bro?
That was the Warhammer game that was launched on Game Pass yesterday. Xbox and PC exclusive. Had to clear my voice on that one. But and some few indies here and there.
Okay. It's called. What's the name of the game?
Which one?
Warhammer Vermintide. It's a what do you call it? It's like a oh shit! What do you call that? That where they have it's a horde. The Warhammer games are like horde games where there's a whole bunch of enemies coming at you at once.
That's when you got that big old hammer going and smashing shit, right?
Yeah.
That's one. Yeah. Now, me personally, I think that the Warhammer Space Hulk Deathwing, you know what I'm saying, would have been a better fit for the Xbox. But that's just me. That's just me. I can't kick it with the new regime, but that's just me. I'll say that till later.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the game is in Game Pass.
Yep.
Oh, it's a brand new exclusive day and date in Game Pass.
Yeah, brand new day and date.
AAA game.
Double A.
Oh yeah.
You said that kind of low. So yeah, it's like a $17 title. God damn, Shake. Say it with your chest, good brother. So it's like a $14 title. You know what I mean? After taxes, but it's not on the PlayStation.
No, it's a $44 title.
Okay, my bad.
It's 30. I think it's
30. Oh, it's the expand. It's the Ultimate Edition. Is probably like 40.
Hey, Smooth, hold up, bro. Because I see you starting off on the bad foot already, bro. Listen here, bro. Listen, I'm letting you know right now. You know what I mean? This is a drug-free environment, right? Let me hit this drug-free environment, right? I shouldn't be drinking. I'm drinking. I'm on antibiotics. This is a drug-free environment. We would hate to question your integrity. Anything you say can and will be used against you in this show. Now, you're cool with that going forward. So I just want you out to go out there making all these. Listen, I'm telling you right now, everything's recorded, and I will slide the information to. He's watching now. You know, Madonna Days a fuck nigga, watch everything. You know what I mean? So I don't want you pulling the deep batch on me. Be mad at me, when come back with some shit you said previously. Now, it may not come out now. It may come out next year.
I'm L-proof, dude. I'm L-proof.
Okay, all right. Okay, hold on one second. Oscar, lay your old ass down. All right. So all right. Here's a question. Like I said, I'm still Madison's about to hop into. Here's a question. And again, I said I was gonna do one or two. I'm still waiting for the room to fill up and Alice guys to join. What makes you an Xbox? Not what made you, because you made the same thing. Why do you still continue to hold on faith after the last 2.5 years that we've had on this platform? Or hold on, put many words in your mouth. Let me say this. Or were you cool with the last 2.5 years? Because I really don't see you say anything negative, more or less, about the brand itself.
Because I think the brand is fine.
Damn. My God.
The brand is fine. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I'm upset at anything. Ain't nothing to be mad at. You know what I mean? You either enjoy what you're playing or you ain't enjoying what you're playing. So as far as for the Xbox, the only downside that I really had a problem with was like I didn't like 2017, but looking at 2018, if you really think about it, if all those games, with the exception of Persona 5, launched day and date on the Xbox 2017.
Technically, wait, hold, smooth. What the fuck going on? Persona 5.
No, because all the games that came out on PlayStation exclusively in 2017 that didn't come to the Xbox in 2017 is what really made the Xbox seem like it had like nothing on it that year, which it didn't have anything on it that year worth playing. But like, remember when games like Nier and Hellblade and Crash and all that shit was being like propped up?
Didn't Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, but but if you think about it, that it was Horizon Zero Dawn and I think Gran Turismo and like the MLB game, right? And then was what PlayStation had. Xbox had Halo Wars 2, Cuphead, Forza 7, and PUBG.
No.
Yeah.
They had Disneyland.
Disneyland Adventure. Disneyland Adventure and Super Lucky's Tales and shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Super Lucky Tales was
oh shit. My man, I hate pulling it down on Jay Chump. He gonna double down on this shit, but I love it though. It makes for good entertainment. But okay, I'm sorry. Nigga, do tell. What else happened? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying if those games, if Nier, Hellblade, and Crash all came day and date in the year 2017, I don't think 2017 would have been looking as spooky as it did.
My God. Okay.
I'm sorry, unless you had another. Unless you was going to feed more road.
No. I almost threw up in my mouth. But yeah.
you almost vomit on your vomit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Here's the deal, though. I'm not going to hold the litmus of how well Microsoft did against what Sony did, because I could care less what Sony did. I hold the litmus of what Microsoft does purely of what they brought, and I think 2017 was just a bad year altogether. 2018 ain't that promising for the simple fact that people may get tired of hearing this phrase, but we are not getting fed those AAA bangers. What made Xbox so prominent last generation was the fact that they either were bringing forth AAA bangers or, more importantly, they were helping to influence them. So my question to Kidsmove is, if he looks in relation to last generation, how can you not be a little bit disappointed when you saw Xbox bringing forth games like Mass Effect, BioShock? Ken Levine told you, if it wasn't for Microsoft, we wouldn't have had a BioShock. How can you look at last gen and look at these last few years and look at Microsoft now with 5 new studios, 5 empty red solo cups with nothing in them yet, and say that you're not disappointed in the least?
As of right, I am not. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I've been content. I've been entertained. As far as if you're going to ask me, damn, dude, I wish we had better exclusive. Yeah, sure. But I mean, I'm not I don't feel like the whole generation is ruined, and I'm like, ah, man, Xbox sucks. I have no good time, and if I didn't, I would have stopped playing it. Like, I'm not forcing myself to play Xbox. No, I like.
Well, okay. Let me try it this way. Let me try it this way. Not so much the exclusive, but the gaming footprint that Microsoft had last generation, where Microsoft. Okay, let me ask you this: do you think that Microsoft changed the trajectory on the types of games that were being made last gen? Do you think they did that?
Well, yeah. I mean, they definitely like influenced it, like heavily.
All right.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know where you're going with this. Like,
the reason why I asked you that is because if you look at the generation before that, they brought, what Microsoft did is they turned an eye more towards Western development, right? They made that the thing. Now, they didn't do so the first generation they were in there because they were, they were at the starting line. They were just starting off. But they brought a lot of attention to things like a Jade Empire or Armed and Dangerous, stuff like that. And it all came to fruition last gen. So to see them have that type of influence the previous two generations and to look at where they're at now, just trying to stay in the competition, that it's not just about exclusives, but there's nothing disappointing when you compare those other two generations as far as the innovation that they pushed to this one. Nothing at all.
You don't think the Xbox One this generation they didn't do anything innovating at all?
No. What did they do that was innovative?
I mean,
hey Moss, they took the Kinect out the box. Fuck nigga, what the fuck was you talking about? Hey Smooth, put him in his place. Tell him about how Donnie D took his stocky ass and single-handedly opened every Xbox one before it was shipped and took the Kinect out of the box, and how you could have blew his back out. Tell him, Smooth.
Wow.
What did they do that was innovative?
Okay. All right. Now, are you talking about just from like? Are you talking about just from like games or like overall?
I don't care. I'm talking about games. Period. I mean anything. Let's start with anything.
I mean, I feel like. How can I say this, man? I feel like I've been so consumed into what we're doing now. Everything just seems normal. Like, I feel like what the Xbox did, that's like with like Game Pass, with this whole fast start thing. If you guys didn't get to use it yet, which is pretty dope. With this whole like making the Xbox like compatible with multiple types of displays, which was like unheard of years ago. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just these underrated features and the services that they brought with the box or with the Xbox Live and whatnot that just be like, all right, people don't apparently say they don't care, but I'm just curious to see what people would do without it. But
okay, so you're saying some of the features, you feel like, some of the stuff like that they're doing with the 1440p, 1440 display, stuff like that. That you think that's innovative enough?
Well, for a console standpoint, since it's never really happened before.
Okay. Hey, Smooth.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: would you trade all those features and innovation for, let's say, 5 or 6 big top-end AAA exclusives?
Hey, listen, who that Kratos?
Yeah, listen, look,
listen here, man. Hey,
I'm trying to feast on my carcass, man. I'm
listen. I read Smooth was right before. I've been prepping Smooth for 2 weeks. I said, Smooth, this ain't no one like, don't come on with that fuck shit. He said, he said, what the fuck he said about 2017? He said, oh my God, what the fuck he said about he said something about 2017.
He said that Sony just had it stacked, right? I can't remember, man.
Yeah.
That's what he was throwing up on your throw up.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Kratos, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering, would you trade all of the innovations that, the innovation in the services that Microsoft has brought this generation that people, talk about? Would you trade that for the big blockbuster games, the big blockbuster AAA exclusives? Would you trade that for those games?
Probably not, because I'm about ready to sell my Switch. So Switch has no features, but it has big blockbuster games.
Let me add to that. Let me just do this. Okay. Let me say this. The features were a big perk the last couple of generations, but now that you come into this generation, the PlayStation features may not be on the same even kill as Xbox, but that gap has been considerably closed, right?
Yeah, I mean, the generation is damn near over. So the thing is, here's the thing: the PlayStation has the games, but the thing is, here's the thing about the PlayStation, right? They bring the bangers. I play the bangers. Once I play the bangers, I'm done until the next banger come out. It's the other shit that keeps me on the Xbox. Whether sure, if the third party games, cool, great. If they get a exclusive banger, awesome, that's great. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not missing out on anything, but I don't think the PlayStation does anything other than games that would keep me on it. I will play the shit out of their games, of course. I'll exhaust them, and then after that, I'm done and I'm back to the best box. You know?
Wait, Smooth, fuck. And listen, Smooth, this is part of the show early. God, how long? We've been going for about 20 minutes already. This is the time when the show we get the biggest knife and then we gonna cut the bullshit out. What the fuck is you playing on the box, Smooth? Don't come and talk about that goddamn Sea of Thieves shit, Smooth. Come on now.
You know what? You are right. It's time to cut the bullshit because I'm up in here now. We cut the bullshit, man.
God damn.
Look, I'm sitting back just listening, right? Because, you know, I'm trying to eat my food. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay in shape and shit.
I got it.
Smooth, what the hell is you talking about?
Oh, shit.
That's what I really want to know. If it ain't about the games, then what the hell are you gaming for?
What the hell am I gaming for? I never said it wasn't
If it ain't about the games, what you gaming for?
Well, one, I never said anything about it not being in the game. I prefer my box to do a lot to keep me on it, to influence me to play most of the games on there. If you want me to play select exclusives only, then okay, then bring on the PlayStation. But I play everything on the Xbox. But I mean, I don't know what's hard to understand.
Look,
what hard to understand is the way you worded it. The way you worded it made no sense.
Baron, we got to be methodical with this. Sometimes you don't just pounce on the prey. You just play with them. Okay, look, look. The question was Smooth, and I'm going to shut up. The question was, it wasn't, do you think Xbox is better than Sony? We know you think Xbox is better than Sony, but just judging Xbox on its own merits in comparison to what Xbox used to be named for, because you specifically said, sir, that the brand is not in trouble at all, or there's nothing.
No, I don't think the brand's in trouble.
Lord, my God, my God.
Kidsmove, you can't let these fuck niggas
Rose pedal post up. Here he goes.
Don't let these RIP Xbox niggas get you in that trap.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Boss is on some straight fuck shit right now.
Hold on, wait a minute. Smooth,
is not in trouble.
Smooth is correct. The brand is not in trouble. I don't think the brand is in trouble, but the brand is in a crisis right now. I don't think they're dying or in trouble or anything. They'll recover. Like, everybody will recover as long as they do what they need to do.
Going through a crisis for lack of announced games right now?
No, we ain't going through a crisis. We just had the new hotness coming out. What, Friday? Octopath Traveler hotness. Okay. Tennis Aces just came out hotness. I mean, we got hotness coming out all year. I don't know about the PS4 though. Y'all looking kind of dry until September, and then you're looking dry after September. No, they ain't selling moon shit. That's called shit people will actually buy.
Hey, yo, my man.
It's called gaming, not interactive movies.
You be like, Barry, yo, what Nintendo got coming out? He be like, the Golden Girl's about to drop. Boy,
the Golden Girl.
Hey, yo.
What are you dropping on Xbox?
We dropping that SKL, spin kicking the L.
Yeah, y'all dropping some L's because y'all ain't got shit going on.
Mike Imperial said Barry came in line already. Mute his goddamn mic. And again, here's the Smooth. Now it's Smooth. Now again, I'll let you know right now. I haven't been the most honest man, the most faithful guy. I lie to my children. A lot of them, I borrow money, don't pay it back. I'm fucked up, right? At least you know what you get. My integrity is always at question, right? Now, how long have you been an Xbox guy, Smooth?
Let me look at the calendar. I've been an Xbox guy.
What generation? The 360?
Look at the calendar. What you need to look at the calendar for?
Because I bought into the Xbox on November 22nd, 2005.
All right, so when you got a 360?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm one generation ahead of you. I'm grandpa.
Yeah. I keep forgetting you didn't have an OG Xbox.
Okay, which is cool, not a problem, right? So I'm just saying, from being an Xbox, being such as myself, the same reason why I used to teach Sony fans about when they had them long Octodad and then Rezo gun, them long at Tropico 5. I'm used to a certain quality game than my AAA games. Now, whether you like them or not, it's all subjective. I'm just used to the big shit. You know what I mean? And even from the 360, you had 99 Nights, Ninja Gaiden, all types of shit, right? DOA, whatever shit was exclusive. To what we have now, especially the last 2.5 goddamn years, how could you not? And you said you've been into the 360. Now, maybe you was on a fixed income during the 360, and you couldn't get all them goddamn games. So we were used to not getting no goddamn games. Now, listen, but how could you just sit back with a straight face, especially with even Nintendo, even though I don't like this shit, but Sony and Nintendo are constantly releasing AAA goddamn games, and we're getting games like Sea of Thieves and goddamn State of Decay. And for those that like State of Decay,
which was the number one selling game in the month of May.
So was goddamn No Man's Sky. So what the fuck are we saying here?
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, ain't that like? No need to hate. I mean,
I'm not hating.
See, no, you are hating because the thing is here. Listen to how this is. Listen to me for a minute, right? You guys are pretty much judging from a game standpoint. You're pretty much telling me because you don't like these games that Xbox is in trouble, right? Mm-hmm. But what if I don't like fucking Splatoon? Is Nintendo in trouble? What if I don't like fucking Detroit?
Those games sell.
Smooth. It's not.
State of was the number one selling game in the month.
It's not about you liking the game though. That's not what it really is about.
Fuck nigga, real quick. You said sales don't matter, and then you said those games sell in the span of 3 minutes.
Hold on, man.
I actually didn't say that.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to Z punk ass.
Well, let me pay the bills.
That nigga said sales don't matter. It don't matter.
No, I'm
those
just
games
saying
sell though in the same.
They sell hardware. I mean, it's been real. Those exclusives that they've been releasing have been selling hardware.
But Smooth need to understand the difference of what the complaints of everybody is. The difference is it's the quality of the game. It ain't really about you if you like the game or not. It's the quality of the game that's the problem.
Hold on. Somebody can see the pay the bills real quick.
Let me see. That's Harry, my man with
Harry Helene.
Harry Helene with 109 dinar. He said PlayStation had 15 first-party studios with 251 years of experience.
Jesus Christ.
Microsoft has 10 first-party studios with 138 years of experience, which puts Microsoft 12 decades behind PlayStation.
But who said that stupid ass shit, man?
Who just typed that bullshit? Oh my God.
He said Microsoft got 5 new studios.
They paid for that shit to be read.
I'm just. I mean,
that was a waste of money.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, right? And I give credit where credit. Now, I'm not the biggest Nintendo guy, but they cater well to their fan base. They like that motherfucking Mario Tennis and all that shit. Baron gets excited. Yes. He does 60 jumping jacks and 15 push-ups. He's out there ready to go, right? Cool. Microsoft, seeing what they've done this generation, they have fragmented their fan base. Like, what have they released for a god motherfucker like me from the streets? You know what I mean? They come from a very humble background. Sea of Thieves wasn't it? You know what I mean? I thought most of again, Syndicate to me should have been handled better, like a true AAA game, like they said they were, like they was. You know what I mean? We've had in 2.5 years. Was Gears of War 4 in 2.5 years. I'm not even going to count Forza because we get that every year. That's like a Sony guy counting NBLB show. So Smooth, I don't know how you can see it with a straight face and saying things not a little alarming. Mm-hmm. And you talking about you're an Xbox guy. Are you just a fan of the Microsoft brand?
No, Xbox brand.
I mean, and that was the point I was trying to make. Is the brand dead? No. When I say in trouble, I mean in trouble for us hardcore the original hardcore Xbox enthusiasts, because they're changing the brand. You know what I mean? So I don't know how you could look at the previous 2 generations, look at this one, and say everything is on the even.
No, I don't think they changing the brand. I just think they dry as fuck right now. That's all that is. 2 differences.
Carlos Fernandez says, Baron, get your PG-13 Bayonetta most violent game ass to the corner and swag these nuts, fuck nigga.
He just took an L for calling Bayonetta PG-13. But anyway, Xbox brand, I don't think it's changing. Like, I just think they dry. That's only the problem. They just dry as hell.
Well, there's that dry feeling because there's no umph in the stuff that they've been releasing. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at, Sea of Thieves, that's a game. When God of War came out, the Xbox of old would have brought out something as equally as impactful, at least. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation premieres with God of War, Xbox premieres with Sea of Thieves. You know what I mean? PlayStation follows up with Detroit Become Human.
If you want to call that a follow-up, but I'll go ahead.
And Xbox follows up with State of Decay 2. Now, I'm not saying State of Decay 2 is a horrible game, but I mean, if you look at the quality of the product that they're putting out now, opposed to previous generations, you'll be hard-pressed to say that everything is still the same. They're just dry. There's more than it being dry. There's a change at the guard, and there's a change at the approach.
Well, it's dry because the quality of those games didn't meet expectations. That's why it's dry. And I mean, comparing Detroit to State of Decay, you can't compare trash to trash. So I don't even know why you brought that up.
Shit.
But that's been the issue, though. Their games have not been meeting expectations at all. So that's what makes it very dry, because it looks like you ain't got shit for so long when you get garbage games like that. I'm sorry, if games rating in the 60, there's no damage controlling for that. It is what it is. It ain't about, if you like it or I like it. No, it's trash. Just face the facts. That's what it is. It's garbage.
Hey, Smooth, did you like Sea of Thieves?
I like what they've been.
Cut his goddamn mic off! God damn, dog.
I like their expansions and the updates. Keeps me coming back. So
keeps you coming back. You're coming back because you have anything else to play
after this podcast.
Hey, Smooth, come on, bro, come on.
Hey,
not like this. Who the fuck was you playing Sea of Thieves with?
I'm gonna be playing with the creepy bunny and a few other.
His gamer tag says it all.
What are y'all doing in Sea of Thieves? Like, I really want to know.
Chasing black pig.
You got to play to find out.
I played, and it was trash. Like, what are y'all doing? That's why I want to know. What exactly are y'all doing?
Quest.
What quest? You out there running from them legs in the ocean? Does the Kraken have a body yet?
Hey, Smooth. Smooth, you know how to get Baron off of you? Tell him at least show games not running at 360.
Oh God!
I don't know why he keeps saying that, because
they try to re-aggravate his
that shit don't matter. Like, he really think that matters a lot.
Hey Baron,
come on, man. It matters that the games on the Switch right now are running worse than the games on the GameCube. That matters.
If y'all feel that way, I'm not here to change our mind. If you want to be stupid about that, then you can continue to be stupid.
Hey man, but 360p.
I'm not worried about it.
At least the GameCube was 480i.
There's a reason why the Switch continues to sell. There's a reason why there was 5 exclusives in the NPD chart, and there's a reason why exclusives will continue to be on the NPD chart from this month forward. So y'all can talk about the bullshit all you want.
So I don't know, man. 360p though. At least the GameCube was 480i, 480p.
Well, like I said,
that's horrible.
If you could down on that bullshit all you want.
Oh shit!
One game out of what, thousands of games.
Wait, hold on. It's not no.
I really don't care.
It's actually there's plenty of games that they.
Wait, what do you mean? Two games?
They try to use the dynamic resolution.
360p game that's on the Switch, and it's a lot of them.
2? No, it's not a lot of them. What is it?
Okay, let me name them now. MotoGP.
What the fuck is that?
That's a 360p game.
No, what the fuck actually is that?
Don't make me go get my Switch, because I can name you about 50 games.
No, what the fuck is that? Does anybody even know what that game is? Does anybody have that game?
Hey, that's a $60 goddamn game that I paid for. You charging $60?
Why? What the hell is that? Why did you buy it?
360 and 20p games, and you.
No, I want to know why did you buy it, because nobody has heard about no MotoGP.
Like it's a me problem.
That is a you problem. If you buying trash games, that's your problem. That's not my problem.
Think about it, the same.
No, it's not a here thing about it. Who the hell do you hear from Xbox and PlayStation talking about MotoGP?
And I bought it on my X.
Show me somebody that was hyped about MotoGP.
Hey, post up. Can we get that ringside play-by-play again, bro?
Hey, come on, bro.
Hey, wait, hold up. Classic Love wants to.
This dude really brought up a game that nobody ever heard of or even played.
I'm just saying,
what the hell?
WWE.
At least keep it to Wolfenstein if you're gonna come up with the bullshit.
Should I keep
going? Come on.
But
should I keep going?
Oh, they're not even getting WWE 20K19.
It's a lot of their effort. Like they're not getting FIFA.
And guess what? Nobody cares about that game because that game was garbage anyway.
Every game they're not getting is garbage.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Get out of here.
Who said that?
Get out of here.
You said that or I said that? Who said that?
You said that.
All right.
When I said that, when I just told your ignorant ass last podcast I was getting Soul Calibur.
Garbage
on the Switch.
Who said that then? If I told you last podcast I was getting Mad 19 and I was getting Soul Calibur, then who told you that shit?
On the Switch?
Hey, are you getting those games? Are you getting those games on the Switch?
Yeah, I'm getting those games. I get them every time they come the fuck out. So what are you talking about?
So you getting Mad 19?
Duh. With the drop like I got Madden 18.
Are you getting Madden 19? Yes or no?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting Madden 19. What the fuck do you mean?
Are you getting Madden 19 on the Switch?
What does that have to do with it?
No, answer the question.
No, you answer the question. You said if it's not on the Switch, it's garbage. No, I want you to answer the question. Tell me when I told you if it's on the Switch, if it's not on the Switch, it's garbage.
People, this is unprecedented.
Tell me when I told you that. I don't want to hear the bullshit. I don't want to hear the. Tell me when I told you if it's not on the Switch, it was garbage. I want you to tell me when I told you that.
Come on, Baron.
Tell me when I said that.
Come on, Baron. Raise your L. Raise your L.
Yeah, I never said that shit. So stop putting shit in my mouth. That's what you need to do.
Raise the L up high. Hit that like button.
Hey, hold up.
Stop putting shit in my mouth.
I'm naming.
This is why y'all call Sony peasants, because y'all delusional as hell and y'all pathological liars.
You calling the consoles that are getting?
No, you full of shit. You always full of shit with this.
You looking like an L.
You were always full of shit with this.
Kratos, you was full of shit. Leave the man Baron alone.
We're not even doing this.
Oh shit.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Classic Love though. He wants to know. Classic Love.
Fold up your L, put it in your wallet, and go back to driving. That's what the hell you need to do right now.
Hey, I know.
Ain't nobody said if it ain't on the Switch, it's garbage.
Tight's gonna have
Stop it, bro.
Wrestling your next.
Telling me that.
Baron hit the screen.
I don't know how these fools put words in my mouth.
Hashtag SKL, goddammit.
Get the hell out of here, man. But anyway, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted with bullshit.
But Classic Love is questioning Kidsmove's integrity. He says, what kind of raids are y'all doing on Sea of Thieves? Chicken raids? That is a dog shit game with a dog shit concept. Just to be fair. Shout out to Classic Love. You know, he a Nintendo nigga too. Getting bodied by a Nintendo nigga. You know what I mean? Classic Love, Sea of Thieves is a dog. I don't know. Well, they got 5 new studios. Like I said, it is what it is. But has anyone seen the Inside Xbox show this week?
Nobody watched that garbage.
Damn.
Why are you even asking?
I had to get some topics of Smooth. What was good about it, Smooth?
No, it was just a vast improvement from their previous shows.
Smooth, what was good about it?
The games they focused on.
Like what?
Forza Horizon 4, We Happy Few. They revealed the new controller, which looks dope.
What?
They announced some new Game Pass games that weren't like announced before. So like July got some extra games.
What?
How come nobody knew this event even happened? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Microsoft didn't even want you to know that it happened. They aired it like 1 a.m. and shit.
I didn't even know it happened.
That shit was trash. That show was trash.
It was dog.
Yeah, the show historically is trash, but I just thought this episode was pretty decent.
Like, no,
smooth. If nobody knows it happens, then that event couldn't have been decent.
It was dog shit.
That motherfucker was Nintendo. Not Nintendo dropped in direct say 3:40 in the morning. That was some shit that they still in the club.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share my screen because this is what I thought of the goddamn Inside Xbox.
I didn't even know it happened. until a few days ago.
Wait, hold on. Before
you share your screen, let me pay the bills. My man Harry Halim is back. He said Naughty Dog was founded this motherfucker, he in history class. Naughty Dog was founded in 1984 and has 34 years of experience. Rare was founded 1985 and had 33 years of experience. And Rare came with Sea of Thieves against Uncharted 4.
Against God of War, against Uncharted 4.
I wonder if he thinks the same people that was at Naughty Dog in 1984 are there.
What do you listen? but what are you saying though? They have gotten better.
He said explicit. I'm not going down.
I'm trying to get that man. You just set yourself up for that L. Like you just
this shit is amazing. Like Smooth may be in denial, but you Sony peasants are on another level of stupidity.
Somebody pay the bills. They gotta check Baron again.
Carlos Fernandez says Jack Swagger, tap your head a little too hard. Buddy Baron, stop yelling. You still hold more L's than Walmart commercials. God,
Walmart commercials don't even have L's. But anyway. Because them people in them commercials get paid, so you the L for being a dumbass that don't know that. But moving on, I retained my championship, so I think I'm good.
This is what happened. Inside Xbox happened. This is literally what I wrote because I didn't know the shit was going on. This how much nobody gives a fuck about this, and I've been trying to say, yeah, Xbox, y'all gonna put this shit out for a reason. Y'all putting this shit out so people talk about it. But nobody's even watching this shit. The last show, we was live streaming. We was live streaming, watching it as a squad. We didn't even make it through the whole fucking thing. It was like, yo, we just gonna end this. It ain't even worth it.
Bro, the show is it's official, Mass. Like
it's trash, bro. It's trash. It's hot garbage. It's like when you wipe your ass and then you look at the toilet paper like, yeah, that was Inside Xbox. Like that's what it was. Like I had some Inside Xbox last night. That's what the fucking show was, bro. It's just garbage. Stop it.
Let me ask you this, Mass. Do you think the only reason they're doing this Inside Xbox shows is to try to help keep the name out there?
No.
Yeah, that's what I think it's for. They're trying.
It's like PR, right?
PR. They're just trying to keep you talking about Xbox. And
yeah,
like I said this before.
Well, you Sony drones spend night, day, and morning talking about Xbox, so I don't think they need anybody to talk about it.
No, they trying to keep it in everybody's mouth. Even right now, like the show itself was hot fucking trash. But you know what we're talking about? We're talking about Inside Xbox. That's exactly what they want. Good bet. All publicity is good publicity.
I don't think it's the same thing though, because when it was going on, nobody was talking about it.
Nobody was watching that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's good publicity because nobody even knew the thing was going on.
And all of them was on the fucking show.
Big ups to
nobody was watching that shit. Except it was Kidsmove Mama, like Kidsmove Cousins, Major Nelson, and Phil. Like that's who was the fuck watching that show. That's it. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody knew what was happening. Wasn't nobody buzzing about that shit. Nobody gave a fuck.
I think they need to scrap it, honestly. I don't think they need to do it monthly that.
No. Let me just do the what's it called real quick. Big up to the Ruham for the $10 holler. He says, Z, what's up? What up with the panel? What's up, Ruham?
We trying to save Kidsmove life, but he ain't listening, man.
We trying. This motherfucker is drowning in stupidity. I can't do so much.
He about to type 9 diabetes, man. He gonna skip two through.
No, Smooth said he was cool the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, he said the last one was good. Look, here's the thing, man. This is where I said again, the brand is being changed. It's not. I don't think it goes beyond just publicity. That's some soft water, sweet water bullshit that they've been showing. Some buttercream gang shit that they were showing, man. I don't know who this Xbox is. This is hashtag not my Xbox.
Oh my god!
It seems like it's forced. It seems like they say, look, we gotta keep our name out there. We gotta tell these people something. So let's just put on a little show and just. Until we can get some stuff that the guys want to see. Let's just
when the most talked about thing from your hour and some change show is a fucking controller, there's a problem.
Yeah. Actually, there's a Rocket League going to Game Pass. That was like one of the most talked about.
Who talked about Rocket League going to Game Pass?
I think the problem is
like do you not like? Don't you see what's trending in gaming and shit or no?
Yeah, it's the white controller.
Yeah, they're talking about the controller more than anything.
Right, they are 100%. Rocket League is a
Rocket League is right now the number
2.5-year-old game.
It's
It's
longer than that.
a controller.
Rocket League came out in 2015.
I keep hearing about this controller, man. I was at work all day. What is this controller?
It's a white controller.
White
It's
controller.
just a
It's
regular
a
white
nice looking
controller.
It's a nice looking controller.
It's a white controller.
D, it's a white controller. That's
It's not just white. It's white and blue with some.
okay. It's white and blue.
Oh,
Smooth, are you
white and blue
serious right
controller.
now?
They're the most basic shit I've been hearing. You guys like, come on, you guys are like,
Save your life.
Yeah.
That's all. We just trying to save your life, brother. We trying to help you out.
like I said, my life with ignorance, bro. Like,
No,
this can't happen.
Can I ask Smooth a question? I want to ask Smooth a question though.
What? What's up?
Smooth, man. Look, man.
Oh,
Look,
I got
you Smooth. You cool in my book, right?
Where's the controller?
But I'm not understanding. Like, I'm not getting it.
Oh man.
I understand you love Xbox. I have no problem with that. You love Xbox. You do your thing. But at some point, you just gotta face reality, man.
What's the difference? Y'all know.
If they listen, let me ask him a question. If they are doing their direct style type presentation every month, don't you think at least we should be getting some new information on something and not a fucking controller?
Horizon 4, you got new information on We Happy Few. We saw some gameplay we haven't seen before. What are you talking about? Did you not watch it? Oh, never mind. You didn't watch it.
No,
So
I didn't even know it was going on.
You can't talk to me about Inside Xbox and you didn't watch it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
We didn't know it was on. It came on 2:30 in the morning.
I make sure I watch them when they come on, but Microsoft didn't let me know this shit was even happening. So why the hell are you gonna be mad at me about that? But the fact of the matter is,
So Smooth.
Hold on, let me finish what Smooth.
And it was announced 6 months ago as a monthly show. So
okay, Smooth. Here's the issue.
How do you not know if they announced it? It's monthly. It's July.
Smooth. Here's the issue, right? Here's the issue. If the other two companies held something like this, you best to believe it would have been trending on social media in some way, shape, or form.
It was.
And we would know what the hell it was about. And we would not be sitting here talking about, oh, this happened?
It was. Because
we know
ignorant. Like, it was. Like,
it ain't got to Smooth. I pay attention to everything.
Smooth. I just want you to know everything. Smooth.
Nobody knew this shit was going on, bro.
Just because you kept retweeting shit and then looking at your own feed, trending on Twitter, my dude. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, bro.
Hey, I don't know. Smooth said he's not worried. You know what I mean? Here's a question, Smooth.
Okay, Smooth.
Okay.
Look, real quick, Smooth. I know that you got a set of insulin shots ready, and we trying to save you from that. You young. We don't want you to be out here trying to worry about whether or not you got to cut your foot off like Kunta. Like we don't want you to do that, bro.
Yo,
He's looking out for you.
He said Lucky Tales was cool.
Oh my god.
Look, man, look. Smooth is fine. He can hold down the Xbox brand. But I'd be damned if y'all gonna sit up here talking about and damage controlling for a fucking controller again. I don't want to hear that shit. We need to be talking about games, not no damn controller.
And this is the thing.
This controller was one of the things announced. See, why do you guys do that? They announced they talked about like 4 or 5 things, and you focus on just the controller.
What 4 or 5 things?
Because it was the most exciting thing.
Months.
This is the controller. This is the controller. You see it, B?
I'll say this though. If you guys
Did
didn't
you see the
watch
controller?
the show,
I'm sharing the screen so you see the controller.
yeah, if you guys didn't watch the show though,
I saw
I
the
went
controller.
back and watched the bullshit.
No, I
So
watched it.
I went back and watched that bullshit. Yes, on their little
If you
camera, all
rewind
their
this
little broken down
stream-
segments.
if you
I
rewind
also
this
watched
stream-
that.
if you rewind the
Smooth,
stream
smooth,
15 minutes, you'll just hear all these niggas say they didn't watch
Smooth.
it.
I didn't watch it while I was
Hold on a
fucking
second. Hold on a second.
The
Smooth,
lies.
break it down for us that didn't see the show. What they did show, what was new.
Yeah, they had a deep dive on Forza Horizon 4.
A deep dive?
We had
that shit was about.
Was it a true deep dive though? Not that bullshit Sony pulled.
we Happy Few. They talked more about No Man's Sky in the multiplayer.
Oh my god!
They showed off the new controller. They announced the new games that were coming to Games Pass. The games that weren't announced, at the end of the month. Rocket League was a complete surprise, and they announced when the Switch crossplay was taking place and that the Xbox One X enhancements is coming this year. So yeah, those were some of the highlights.
What about when they were talking about the developers? Right, I watched this shit, motherfucker.
I can
say all the shit on your own fucking show. Shut your ass up.
From what?
Shut your ass up.
Hey, hold on.
Well, from what Smooth just said there to me, it sounds like we did get some juicy information on Forza Horizon 4.
That was the high on paint version.
They literally said.
Did they show new footage? Hold on. Did they show new footage?
At the end of the show, they started showing the fucking trailer again, and then they said we're having a stream for Forza Horizon.
Yeah, they had a stream
inside Xbox.
Yeah. But yeah, it happened right after.
So did they show new footage? Yes or no?
Yeah.
On the stream about Forza Horizon.
Wait a minute. The Forza Horizon footage was after the show?
No, they had a stream for Forza Horizon 4 that took place after the show because it was going to be longer than 5 minutes, dude. It was
let me play that.
Come on, man.
And then said, watch our stream directly after the show. Again, I went back.
What's wrong with that?
Because D was like, let's do a show about Inside Xbox. I was like, this shit is trash. But I don't like speaking ignorantly, so I went back and watched this shit.
Let me pay the bills right quick.
Hold on a second. Smooth, what did the deep dive entail? Like, what did they talk about in the deep dive?
Wait, hold on. Before we answer that, hold on. Let me pay the bills. Classic Love said, can someone change Smooth diapers? He's still a cool dude, though. He done shitted on himself. and my brother Neff, he said, I watched the show and can confirm it was dog shit. Stop trying to save it, Smooth, you fuck nigga. All right, I'm sorry.
I never said the show that was good. The only thing I said about Inside Xbox is that it was better than previous shows because their pacing was right. It was only like about an hour long, and they kind of said what they need to say.
They don't have anything to show. They don't have anything to announce.
I don't think that's true because the Inside Xbox before this one was at least trending. At least it trended. This one didn't at all. Nobody knows this even happened.
It was. Never mind.
Shit.
You know there's going to be an Inside Xbox next month, right?
Oh yeah. What are they going to show? Nothing in Forza Horizon?
I don't know what they're going to show next month.
What they said they were going to talk about. Hold on. They actually mentioned what they were going to talk about.
Nothing.
Fuck.
What games are we getting this year besides Forza Horizon?
I mean, it ain't going to matter
Ashen
because
Below and
what?
Ashen Below and
okay. Okay, look at it like this.
Ashen. That's two different games. Ashen and Below.
All right, look at it like this, Smooth. All right, we're gonna get the biggest knife of the drawer. We're gonna cut this bullshit out. Check it out, right? Sony released now, but all is subjective. They God of War, Beyond, Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man's coming out next month, and from Microsoft we got Sea of Thieves, No Man's Sky, Forza Horizon 4 is cool. Now you're talking about some Ashen and fucking Below. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you interested in like?
Kids, let me take on this one. In all fairness, though, Ashen and Below, a lot of people are anticipating that game. It's not your thing, but a lot of people are anticipating those.
I don't want to hear any.
Wait a minute.
I've never heard that.
I don't want to hear any Nintendo fan this Below, and I don't want to hear any fucking Dark Souls.
No. I'm trying to figure out how y'all gonna damage control for two games that most people don't give a fuck about.
I never heard.
But y'all want to sit up here and dismiss stuff like Tennis Aces and Octopath Traveler. That shit blows my mind. That don't make any sense right there.
Mario Tennis. What happened, Barry?
Exactly. Below in Action is acceptable, but Tennis Aces and Octopath Traveler ain't. That's crazy.
I throw all that shit in the diabetic dumpster. All that shit is dog shit. Keeping that bitch a buck. All that shit is trash. You know what I mean? All that shit is trash. Straight trash.
I don't know. You're a Sony guy now, so you're not used to actual games anymore. So I understand.
I'm all about games, man. I'm just saying, I ain't with the Nintendo, that kid-friendly shit Nintendo got going on. 360p. Motherfucking, they ain't my type of thing. I'm just saying, to me, it just shows. Now, look, you had all this week, right? You had Amy Hennig come out talking about, thank God for Sony with single-player games, this, that, and the other. And you're looking, again, across the street at what Microsoft is doing, right? And I know people say, we got to give them, at least they're doing something now. They got 5 new studios, right? But this is their third goddamn time to the dance. This is their third generation, not their first generation. I would expect that Microsoft, the mistakes they make this generation, to have made their first entry to the goddamn, the console.
Yeah, but Z, in all fairness, though, we know why it went that way. We know the disastrous launch that they had, and we know that the pocketbook was held back. It was held back.
Whose fault is that? Is that my fault?
The guy that was in charge, they got fucking rid of. They got fucking rid of him. The pocketbooks are open now, and unfortunately, the damage has been done. But we know why we got here, and the fact that they're doing something about it, you got to give them some credit for that. You have.
I beg to differ, but hold on. Mike Computer said, "Is Baron playing the Ouya? What games? Fuck games is he talking about?" Now here's the thing, D. As far as the pocket being, I don't buy that. The reason why I don't buy that again, because just look at it. Microsoft is good at business, right? The video game industry is more than the movie industry. It's makes more money than the fucking music industry, right? When it comes to media, right? And again, and you look at Sony, and we all know they were struggling at the start of this goddamn generation. And they doubled down on themselves. You see the numbers that their competitor is putting up, the advances that they're doing. You can't tell me that, and you still want to fucking close the purse strings, and your competitor is not there making all that money. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
What was the guy's name? Terry Myerson? Was that his fucking name?
Yeah.
So that guy, he wasn't behind the Xbox brand. He kind of thought it was a little nichey. He wanted to put most of the money towards the PC shit. So
how did that work?
It was his fault. It was his fault. And number two, the way Microsoft think, I understand what you're saying there, and he was on a different mindset because he's thinking of Microsoft as a whole. They're so fucking rich. So he was a little bit arrogant. He's like, we're fucking rich. We're fucking pushing software out here. We got game engines out here. We got fucking Havoc out here. And, you know, he wasn't thinking of the bigger picture. You know, they realized this. They got rid of his fucking ass. And now the checkbook is fucking open.
Hold on, let's shed some light. Let's shed some light on that. Do we got to pay the bills? Did we pay the bills?
I didn't see.
Oh, there ain't no bill. Look.
Is Bear playing the Ouya? That's when I see.
We're in an imaginary land if we want to put this all on the shoulders of Terry Myerson. Because the simple fact of the matter is the guy that really did not have respect for gaming is still the CEO, which is Satya Nadella.
Yep.
He's the one that came out with articles when they took over saying, hey, look, this is not even part of our core business, and had the whole Xbox division up in array. Terry Myerson, reporting to Satya, just did what he thought Satya wanted him to do. Now he's gone.
Why did change your heart for Satya?
I agree with you on that in that sense. But let's be honest. Phil went to Satya, showed him everything he wants to do. Showed him the vision, and then Satya got behind him after that.
But here's the problem with that.
He has a new mindset towards the Xbox brand. So
there's a new mindset.
Hold on a second. You guys can't keep judging them.
Man, put him in his place, D. They know he ain't listening to you, D.
Here's hold on. They're not done yet. Where's the fucking problem?
Hey, D, put him in his place.
Moss, before you sit his ass down, before you sit him down real quick.
But the motherfucker knows he's in fucking AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and you still fucking
want him. I'm not giving these motherfuckers credit for nothing because they didn't do shit. You don't get credit for doing nothing. I don't give a fuck what you mean.
Really?
Also, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. I'm not giving nobody credit for doing nothing.
Nobody no participation award.
Second thing,
buying 5 fucking studios and putting millions of dollars as a participation award? Really?
They create that.
Sony has been doing that all game.
There's 5 empty red solo cups in the middle of the desert right now.
It's a participation award.
Hey, D, put him in his place, D.
It's a participation trophy. It ain't even a trophy. It's one of them little fake ass medals you put around your neck because they did this shit so fucking late. You just now starting to participate. So you getting a trophy for coming late than never. You don't get no coming in late and not doing shit yet. You don't get no award for that. I'm not giving you no fucking credit.
The generation is fucking none of that over, shit, man.
Also,
I want to hear this Buffy shit when the next generation starts. So
you said that Phil went to Satya and showed him his future plans. He did that shit 4 years ago when his ass took over. And the purse strings were locked up, right?
Xbox brand.
Right, and the purse strings was all locked
up. That he wasn't before, and that's a fact.
Right, the purse strings was all locked up.
But here's the thing
what needed to happen was he started making money. So he started making money. All of a sudden, we don't need you, Terry. Move.
Absolutely.
He starts buying shit. So until they do some shit, I'm not giving them credit for nothing because they didn't do nothing.
All them studios,
all these reasons, all these excuses, reasons, whatever you want to call them, that shit hasn't happened until now. They're still fucking valid. They didn't do anything yet.
Xbox,
they don't get credit.
I see them taking the step in the right direction, and that gives me hope. Like for instance, if my fucking team last year was fucking shit, and they get the fucking top 2 drafts and they fucking do some good fucking trades. Hey, I want to see what they're going to do the next season, but I'm fucking optimistic.
I am a Laker fan. Diehard Laker fan since 1986. We got LeBron. Do I think we're going to beat the Warriors? Fuck no. I'm a realist. I keep shit real. 1986.
Not until the leadership proves itself.
In the West, they might not need to be.
All the motherfuckers. I'm a Laker fan.
Oh, pay the bills.
I'm still a Laker fan.
Oh, pay the bill. Oh yeah, my bad. Mr.
Shout out to dumbass Parker. He said not like this D. And Harry Halim said the oldest 10 Sony first party studios has 22.8 years first
Oh my God,
experience. All 10 Microsoft has 13.8 years per studio of experience. So Xbox is centralized and reconstruct and then only mass buy studios.
Harry Halim must have just got a job with Britannica. So
I don't know what the I don't know what the hell.
Harry Halim be dropping them facts.
Yeah, shit. Hey, look, let me just say, Xbox brands, as someone that was bleed green, you know, I still got an affinity for Xbox. Seeing Phil tell you about 5 studios and we don't know what the hell they doing again is like getting 5 red empty solo cups in the middle of the desert and you dying of thirst. Until we see something filled in those damn cups, we don't know what the hell they're doing.
Hold on.
Hey, hold up, man. Hold up. Y'all, you need to back off with that a little bit.
That's untrue. We know exactly what 3 of the 5 are doing. We know what Playground's doing. We know what is it?
I digress. I'm at the new studio.
And we know what Ninja Theory just did. So we know what they're doing, but that's the problem, is that we know that shit already. We don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
Yeah.
We've already seen the shit that they're doing. We don't know what the fuck's coming outside of that.
And I have no choice but to take testament of a company like Rare that has made beloved games for years. And even though this project started before Phil fully took over, but again, this was the project that he's seen go into flight and launch. You've seen what they've done in the past, and the first project that is released when he's fully at helm is Sea of Thieves. So if I gotta compare what these studios might do, like Maslin just said, to what I've seen being set in the flight under Phil, it don't look too great. Sorry.
Well, all these studios apparently got creative freedom. You know, that was.
I'll say this. Yeah, although Sea of Thieves is
Playground has 2 studios, by the way, just to say.
I believe all that creative freedom shit when I see it.
Exactly.
You know what?
Right now, that's not a Microsoft thing. Like,
you guys,
it's definitely not a Microsoft thing.
Playground has 2 studios.
Ninja Theory's already
You guys are
game, so
343 has 5 times as many people as Playground with 2 fucking studios.
Yo, what you guys hold on a second. What you guys are forgetting is that Microsoft is in the business to make money. Now, I'll be the first to admit that Sea of Thieves was not my thing, but whether you like it or not, the game was fucking successful. They fucking made money on that fucking game.
Who's forgetting that?
But Microsoft's been successful quarter after quarter after quarter. As a matter of fact, even though they're being outsold 2.5 to 1, they're not down 2.5 to 1 in revenue. So that's the problem. That makes it even worse. They've been successful.
Literally, that's a negative of all people on this show,
they're making money
test
without the quality.
I talk about that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, exactly.
They would be like, "Oh, here goes Maslin bringing up money again." Right. I talk about that shit all the time. I know they're in this business to make money, just like everybody else. But that doesn't excuse shit.
That's part of the math.
Every quarter, I'm gonna walk to my fucking mailbox and I'm gonna open that shit, and it's gonna be a check in that bitch. And it's gonna be a check in that bitch every fucking quarter, and I'm gonna be cool with it.
Here's the problem.
Don't mean nothing.
Here's the big problem. The problem is Microsoft is making a lot of money on these games that are not up to snuff as to what majority of the gamers would like to see. So going forward, Microsoft knows that they don't necessarily have to knock every single game or attempt to knock it out the park. They can just drop something.
Hey, yo, and see, that goes back to what I said back in, when did we do this shit?
Let me pay the bills real quick. Shout out to Top Dog, fake PC having ass. Phil is a squarehead bitch. Fuck him.
Hey, yo, what that was on Beastfire when I asked Phil about how you say mature games and all that shit, right?
And what was his answer? Z?
It was about time. You don't think about it.
Yeah, he don't mandate. He don't mandate anything. But no, the bigger problem, of course, Phil's gonna answer that like a politician. That's his job. The problem was that I was so the diabetic Damon was the answers from the fucking Xbox fans. Under that, Phil, you're doing it great. Lucky Tells is fine. No, you know what I mean? Sea of Thieves, the goddamn. Listen, fuck that free smoke. Motherfuckers are talking about Sea of Thieves, goddamn game of the goddamn generation. So we're seeing these motherfucking mixed fucking messages that you guys don't want better. Because you motherfuckers sit and damn it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you gotta like everything, Mike, because I don't like everything put out. Even Smooth, I waited to question your integrity. You did a video talking about you got more achievements in Xbox games, and I'm not playing fucking Just Dance 20-7 because it's an Xbox exclusive. I'm not gonna play fucking Scream Ride. I'm a grown man with an active sex life. It's not happening, Captain. I'm not playing that shit. You're not gonna catch me on Lucky Tales. I don't give a fucking how easy the goddamn achievements to be. I don't play shit like that. You know what I mean? You won't catch me playing fucking neck. That's not my thing. I'm just, you know what I mean? But that's the problem. Instead of motherfuckers come out and say being honest, or you have some motherfuckers that'll come to me. I'm like, you know, fuck it is what it is. Free smoke again. Confessing they sends to me on Twitter about what Mike is, but won't come out there and scared to say that same thing in front of their audience. Me, I don't give a fuck. You're either gonna love me, you will hate me. And the fact that again, which is the problem, that they made $2.5 billion again on that diabetic diet without giving us anything.
Meanwhile, our toes are getting cut off. And
shit. And motherfuckers are...
I don't... Look, I think y'all taking it too far. I don't think those games were purposely made.
Shit, me?
I don't think it was.
Hey,
I think they really thought they had a good concept and they just didn't follow through with it.
Hey, Bear. The dude from Sea of Thieves, when he did the big up, we gotta give credit where credit is due. And I'm glad they brought this to fruition. When that dude sat with Crap and Mooch, and he did the interview, and they asked him, because you know Z was giving him hell about the diabetic gaming and the softcore porn with no money shot. Oh. They asked him, "What is up with y'all visual style?" And they admitted that visual style we went with because it's easier to transition to phones, to tablets, all that other stuff. So you're seeing these games with this lesser fidelity, right? Because Microsoft is worried about reaching the 2.1 billion. They want something that's easily portable to those different devices instead of giving us the good-looking AAA bangers. That's a problem. And that's strategic. It's not just by coincidence because they had money in 2016. It's strategic.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't think Sea of Thieves was a bad-looking game. Granted, it was trash, but I don't think
it looked like Nintendo games. That's why you think
pretty much. If y'all actually played Sea of Thieves, you would see it does have the best water.
I did play it. That shit
ever. But it's still a trash ass game. It's all about the gameplay. Like y'all,
hold on a second. What about that game? Also has one of the best HDR implementations of any game.
What?
I don't know what the hell y'all looking at.
Go back and watch
that Samsung HSQ, whatever the fuck you guys should burn your brain.
Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Go back and watch Digital Foundry's video on the HDR implementation in that game. They think the same.
I don't know how.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Who got a warhog in their room? That's just sounds crazy in the back.
Trash, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, it
wasn't a bad looking game. I wasn't all for the art direction, but all in all, if you like, you're looking at it from a technical standpoint.
Okay,
it's not a bad
I got a question.
If I look at it from a trash and HDR, it's still trash.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, the water is on point. The boat is on point. The only thing that's not on point.
Yeah, I can say the game is trash, but the game does not look bad.
The art design of the character is a little bit blocky and a little crazy. That's the only weak point of the game, to be honest.
The design is a bit childish.
The gameplay is the only. Yeah.
I'm not even talking like the way it looks and the HDR and the character models are. I don't care about art style. I don't at all. You choose whatever art style you want and make that art style shine. Sea of Thieves didn't do that shit though. The water looks great.
No, that's subjective.
The boat looks okay.
You're kind of you know what? I'll be honest with you guys.
I played it on PC, so at 4K.
You know what? Hey, it's an opinion.
It looks okay.
That's a dog shit goddamn game.
The professionals think otherwise. They think it's a good looking game.
Okay, my man Carlos Fernandez. Carlos Fernandez said, "Who the fuck cares about the water though?" And Mr. Parker said, "What incentive?"
It's a water game, and you're on the water, so it does fucking matter.
He said,
"Oh shit!"
I'm asking what professionals.
Hold on. Mr. Parker says, What incentive is there to stay on Xbox when I can play the better version of the games on
Mr. Parker
PC?
is a dumbass. Build a PC then. Mr. Parker, I'm gonna reiterate that.
If you got a pull a second. If you got a PC, then fuck by all means play it on the PC because you're gonna get a better version, and you don't really need to get.
If you have a capable one, nobody want to hear that bullshit.
Unless you need fucking multi-plats. You know what I'm saying? What's good about the X? I have a PC. I have a fucking really powerful PC. But what's good about the X is that sometimes I'm mining on my PC, or sometimes I just don't want to update the drivers or go through all the bullshit. I just want to plug and play a game real quick with my kids, or get online real quick, or sometimes at the office, on one of the TVs I have over there, I just want to throw on the X in this game for like half an hour or something. So the X is good for that, and for the price point, for what you get, apart from the 30 frames per second, it's fucking fantastic. Like, people saying otherwise is fucking bullshit. That fucking console that's 4K 60 frames per second HDR fucking recording, man.
Real quick, I'm gonna pay these bills and then I'm gonna address whatever the fuck just came out of D's mouth. Harry Leem said Microsoft has to research into outsourcing and centralizing studios that creates PSVR games at Sony. I don't know what the fuck that means.
That makes no sense.
Who's got all that feedback in the back, yo?
Who isn't in VR projects? I don't know. And Carlos Fernandez with $2 said, "Trigger D lax, fuck the water." Okay, so I'm gonna say two things about what D just said. One, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Sometimes I don't feel like updating my drivers or any of that bullshit because you have to do all that shit on the Xbox and the PlayStation. You have to update the fucking games too. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about because all my shit.
Really? So on the Xbox, you gotta fucking uninstall
all of my.
Hey, D, put him in his place, D. I'm tired of Mass lying.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't know what Mass is talking about right now.
Shut up, man.
All my shit on my PC auto updates. Apparently,
shut the fuck up.
is the only.
Hey, D. Tell him to shut the fuck up again, D.
I don't know who the fuck this motherfucker made this PC with.
Shut the fuck up and
hey, D. Tell him to shut the fuck up again.
That's what he's talking about. He does this shit all the time where he says some random ass shit about
shut
PC.
The fuck up, man.
Hey, D, tell him to shut the fuck up again.
VR on the Xbox. I have an Xbox One X Project Scorpio.
Hey, yo, D will break your motherfucking jaw.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I just want to put this.
Listen,
all the people who actually game on PC. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Hey, yo, D, tell him to shut the fuck up again.
I got more PCs in my house.
What the fuck he's talking about?
Shut the fuck up, rookie.
Hey, yo, tell him to shut the fuck up again, D.
When you have a new game that comes out, usually they have a new game ready driver. Now, if you're gonna fucking do your drivers properly, you don't want to do a fucking dirty install on top of it. So you have to uninstall your old fucking drivers and put your fucking new drivers in. Now then you fucking your game. Sometimes your game doesn't fucking launch. Something's wrong. Something's amiss. Something's in the setting. Some type of bug. Some type of fucking glitch. It's not always fucking smooth sailing. Now with a fucking console, you just stick the fucking game in. You don't gotta update your fucking console because your console updates in the background. All you gotta do is fucking run that.
But hey, D, put him in his place, D. Put him in the casket.
Listen, what kind of PC gamer are you to?
He doesn't fucking know.
He's questioning your bullshit.
Are you?
Don't just talk shit.
Let man speak. Let man speak.
What in the holy hell?
Don't lie, man.
What stupid shit are you talking about?
Hey, yo, hit the like button.
Xbox and the
Motherfucking D to destroy you.
Fucking update all the time.
You need to fucking counter that, but bullshit and lies.
I have all my drivers fucking installed. They automatically update.
Share your screen right now.
Like 90% of the fucking people on this planet who actually play on a fucking PC.
You're an idiot.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to fucking say.
Bullshit GeForce experience. First of all, I have an AMD Vega 64 for starters.
That's what I'm talking about, D.
I honestly tell you, if you want to do drivers properly, you should always uninstall your old drivers to put the new drivers in to fucking avoid any type of fucking problems. If you know anything.
This motherfucker said that first in this whole thing, he said, I always make sure I uninstall everything, then reinstall my entire fucking game because that's apparently the smarter thing to fucking do.
Fuck clown.
Whatever. And then he said,
I didn't say my game. I said the driver.
And then he had the audacity to say that the Xbox and the PlayStation do not fucking update.
The Roy's and shit.
Nobody said that. What are you talking? Yo, bro, you're such a You know, I'm not gonna bother with this.
Finish your sentence. You can say it out loud.
Seriously,
sentence for the people.
Yeah. And anybody that knows anything right now,
I don't think he does, D.
I don't need to say anything.
I don't think he does, D. I don't think he does.
You gotta inform the people in the chat. They don't know what's going on.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's talking shit.
And then he was like, and then he was like, the Xbox One X does 4K 60 FPS.
What? That's a low blow right there, man.
Oh, come on now, man. Come on, goddamn, man.
Which games, my dude? Like, come on now. I'm about the function. I'm quick to jump down these PlayStation dudes' throats. I'm asking you, what the fuck are you talking about?
I said that it records 4K 60.
That's what he said. What are you, ignorant? Hey, Maz, what are you, ignorant?
So it records. Hey
man, fuck you, man. Hey yo, fuck my man D talking about a clean install. What the fuck is he talking about?
4K 60. So it records 4K 60, but it doesn't play anything.
Hey Maz, what are you ignorant?
What the fuck is the point of recording 4K 60?
Play 4K 60 in 4K.
Dumbass. Got him.
Let's move forward.
What's the point in recording 4K 60 if you're not playing shit in 4K 60?
Forza, you idiot! It's 4K 60, you fucking moron. Let's move forward.
Thank you. But D, break your fucking jaw. D the Destroyer.
So one game. So we got one.
Let's move forward. We
got one.
Bro, I'm not gonna do this.
So we got one. So the only game you play is Forza.
Let's do a real show.
We can record it in 4K 60.
All right. So
nigga, I don't know if you're
I don't what
stuck or something.
Yeah.
But I fucking said it records 4K.
The only game you play is Forza because that's the shit you can record in 4K 60.
Let's move forward.
All right. So anyway. I don't want D to fucking hurt fucking Maz because he does fucking D talking about a fucking clean install and he being fucking coy with the words. Nigga don't be fucking slick. You know what the fuck D talking about? D the Destroyer. Yeah, fuck is he ignorant? And anyway, now
I ain't gonna fuck with his presence and his Assassin's Creed.
Man, fuck.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's all you fucking got, man. D's the fucking Destroyer. Fuck wrong with you, fuck. He's talking about a clean install. He's an AMD. You want some GTX shit?
$20 bets.
Oh god damn.
We're throwing out bets now? Okay. Oh, your piece of the pie in.
And anyway, so anyway, when I was on my deathbed during the weekend last week, right? I was minding my business, and you know, I barely be on Twitter because I'm scared I'm gonna get banned again. It was a guy by the name Randal Thor. Now Puerto Rock is a good friend of mine. You know what I mean? I won't say he's a good friend of mine. Puerto Rock's a piece of shit. He's opportunist. But from what I was reading, it looked like Randal Thor slapped Puerto Rock in the back of the head with a hot tamale for no apparent reason. You know what I mean? You know, motherfucking P-Rock is in another time zone, and he sent this tweet out. What was going on? Talk to me, Moss. What the fuck happened?
Well, you know me, man. I be on my fuck shit when I feel like it. So I put out an article because somebody put out something about Amy Hennig. Amy Hennig said that she praises Sony for investing in single player games. And everybody was like, see. But see, what they left out is that Amy Hennig also said single player games ain't the way no more, Sway. She knows that from experience because they're becoming more and more of a non-lucrative investment. So I just put that article out there just to see the whole perspective. So you know, your boy P Rock had to come out there with his PlayStation fuck shit, and he said, what did he say? Okay, he said something about single player games do well on PlayStation, they don't do well on Xbox. And I brought up the State of Decay 2 beat out God of War, and he was like, it don't matter. State of Decay 2 did well in May, but you saw no bump in games or console sold. So your boy Randal Thor just crept around the corner in the El Dorado. You know what I'm saying?
With the El Dorado, with shotgun. Ricky!
Did he like Ricky? Did he like Ricky and the Boys in the Hood, right? So he says, "Come on, Rock. I thought you being Mr. MPD, you would at least give out correct information. I thought you hated misinformation. Sea of Thieves release Xbox was up 24%. And State of Decay 2 release, Xbox had its best May since 2015.
Woo!
I guess Xbox's crime is that it sells less than PS4. I guess Pepsi should quit too. Right? You know Puerto Rock, right? Puerto Rock will argue you down till the dawn settles, right? That's what Puerto Rock said.
Should we show these tweets?
The tweets.
Do you want them?
Yeah, bring him up. Well, listen, while you guys are finding the tweets, let me shout out to my brother Dirk Riggedy, who just lost a leg from diabetes. Shout out to him, fuck nigga. Dirk said, y'all talking like Xbox is going to have no games forever. We know they've been trashed this gen, but obviously they are investing. See you guys next gen, Z. Listen, brother, where you going? You just lost a leg and a foot, nigga. You might not make it the next gen.
Big up to Dirk.
You keep riding around that motherfucking boat and shit, but looking for that black pig gonna get it out. You might not make it to the next gen, nigga. I seen you. Hey, Dirk, you about older. Actually, Dirk older than me and shit. No, shit, he might be younger than me. Dirk about 26, looking like about 47. I just fucking with old ass, fucked up ass game. Know what I mean?
All right, you see my screen?
You should be hit. All you gotta do is hit the. All right, here we go. We're gonna be being messy now. Fuck it. It is what it is, man. It's what we do here.
I'm throwing Puerto Rico under the bus. What's going on? Leave my Puerto Rican brother alone, man.
We was trying to get him on here to defend himself, but you know.
Okay, Marty Moss gave you the background when he said single player games, blah blah blah. So Puerto Rock, as he said Horizon Zero Dawn, bumping hardware. God of War released bumping hardware, so on. Then Marty Moss added, "You skated around the point. You said fucked." I never said Sony single-player games didn't increase the saturation on the lead, but under the limit as Xbox's fuck. The description implies doom and gloom for the division. How is that case on the current volume? Because as we know, Xbox doesn't get sold out 2-1. And then he keeps going, says Xbox doesn't get a bump. And then Randal Thor shows up.
Oh, shit.
And he's
Mr.
NPD or the NPD King is what he tried to tell me one time.
Oh,
I remember that. My screen that one time. And as we can see, 24% and Xbox does increase and its hardware output.
So
he stands corrected. Corrected.
Hey, yo, wait. So
info, sir.
I think somebody hacked Porter Rock's account.
Somebody slapped my man. Somebody slapped me Brock in the back of the head with a brick. He laying unconscious. He took another L out there. Let me open it. Send me the truth. Let me see this shit.
Somebody said, where's Porter Rock at, man?
Hey, Porter Rock look ugly as hell in that suit. Look at yo, he hit a dude without mention. Hey, look at Porter Rock with that ugly ass suit on. Porter Rock cheap as hell. That ugly ass suit on. He straight out the casket. How much did the mob sell, Curtis? Looking crazy as hell.
Shout out to Porter Rock. But no, that was, hey, look, man.
So Xbox numbers are up. So they're up.
Yeah.
This goddamn. Well, here's the thing. I guess we can maybe close the show with this. This generation is over, right? And I've been at Kidsmove. I don't think I like you personally, but business is business, right? I just listen, man. It's the company that he keep, man. Birds of a feather flock together. I don't know if he land on. I don't know what the fuck going on. But anyway, I don't think I like you personally, and I think you believe in Jesus, right? So anyway,
wait, hold that thought. Your man Randall Thor is in here, man. The chat.
Hey, Randall, you want to come tell us how you bodied him?
Rock under the bus.
Yeah.
Please, Rand, come on.
Hey, Rand. Hey, listen, that's my story. You stick it. Hey, Rand, you still owe me that interview about that lady Avatar too, fuck nigga. I ain't forget about that. Hey, here's my. Actually, put here's the link to my Twitter and put that in the chat. But I'm saying, Rand, you can fit in here. Hop in. I don't know if his room. You can fit in this motherfucker. Hop in here. Hey, I'll remove. I'll remove posts at work. Let me go to Twitter. This generation is about over. We can all agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Kidsmove. You can agree with that, right?
Yeah, I can agree.
Okay. Next generation's coming. You're gonna say 2019, 2020. Hey, Rand, hit this link.
Send him the link.
Yeah, he said, send the link, bro.
All right, hey, Rand, that's my Twitter right there.
I can send him the link. Hold on.
Oh, well, he's not following me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter so I can follow you back.
He ain't following you? Come on. Oh, no, you gotta show love.
Hey, nah, man. When that dog, man.
You are right. I know.
Yeah, with that dog, that diabetic game.
Sniped you. They sniped you and left you for dead out there.
Yeah, for real. Hey, yo, you know what got me banned on Twitter?
He dies.
When some shit not post. What's the nigga name?
Crap.
Yeah, crap. Yeah, crap. I can't even move him from this, can I? I can't even.
I sent him the link.
I don't know if you can top in, but I'm gonna have to come up. I don't know, but anyway, post. I'm sorry, not post. Crap put up there that he had a headache or some shit, right? And I said or something. I said, check your sugar, you fat bitch, and that shit got me. Yeah, I think crap called the police on me, bro.
Called SWAT on you?
Yeah, I was done after that. Oh, ran in here now. When I saw that, I said, yo, check your sugar, you fat bitch. I was done.
He fits.
Hey, y'all woke up at my diabetic coma. My shit was done. The nigga you know was Zaire 2005 was no more on Twitter. I said, God damn. But anyway, also wait. So I ran in here. So here's the thing, right? And again, we can all agree, like I said, that this generation is over, right? For the most part, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
2019, 2020. I don't know. Some say 2019. You got the leaks from Infinity Leak. The job posting from Infinity Ward. Somebody's releasing when it counts, most likely. I don't know if it's Google. Somebody's coming out with a goddamn council in 2019, then again, by 2020, right? There's a lot of Microsoft has. I don't know. We can maybe agree with it. They've done a lot of damage to the brand. This is my opinion. This is coming from a guy that's been here since day one, and this is coming from a guy that's been here, like I said, since 2001. Xbox Live since 2002, and they got their teeth kicked in by the PlayStation 2. You know what I mean? And we can all agree again that the Xbox brand has been the meme, the laughing meme of this generation, the butt of the jokes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Can they correct that, right? Because, being honest, can they correct that? Coming into, like I said, the next generation. Well, people that, such as myself, or somebody that spent over $3,000 in hardware alone, will I be willing to go out there again and to invest in them into their ecosystem, especially giving, like, I don't think we're going to get a new AAA game before this generation is over. Maybe you guys may feel different. I don't think we're going to get anything. We're going to get Forza this year, then Forza and Crackdown next year. That's it. Bada boom. I'm sorry, we got Gears next year. Bada boom, bada bang, but still no new triple IP. But I asked either Rand first or Kidsmove. You guys can go first. Like, do you think that all will be forgiven next generation, or people are going to be hesitant?
Rand?
Yo, you gonna give me the spiel about how everything can be held against me for the next show or something?
Yeah. Ms. Miranda.
Oh, no, fuck this. I'll get you later on about that. You know about me and my bag. I'll throw you in the bus later.
All right, do you want me to get out the biggest knife in the drawer?
Yeah. Listen. I can respect that. You ain't going out with just like my man D Crap game and botting them jokes. Yeah, get the biggest knife in the drawer. Cut the bullshit out. That is damage done, or could the I hate to say the. I get the answer to all this is games. You know what I mean? But do you think that some people may be hesitant to reinvest in the ecosystem? That's why I said maybe they have what here's the question: do you think they have been launched before Sony for people to give their account like they did with the 360 to give the platform a try? Because they coming out day and day again against the PlayStation. I just think, goddamn greatness of week. But how do you feel?
I mean, it's going to be pretty hard to come out before Sony. I mean, they'd have to come out at least next year. I think as long as they come out at the same time, that'll be okay. But, I mean, the damage was done. This gen was incredibly terrible for Xbox. And the only way they're going to get people back is by proving what Phil has said about improving first party. So all they really need to do is put out some bangers. And if they actually put out some great games, then people will be like, all right, now we see what Phil was talking about all those years. We understand, and it's good. I mean, that's all they really need to do is make good games.
Finally, somebody on this show with some goddamn sense. Oh, yeah, your boy off work, and I'm back. No more fucking RIP Xbox podcast.
Oh, Lord.
We got Kidsmove on here. We got Rand on here. The brother D is back. Oh, yeah, we about to cut the fuck up. What's going on, people?
Okay, all right. Now, listen, all right. Now, and here's the thing. I'm going to ask you guys. Microsoft has this moniker, right? No Phil, and I'm said no console left, and no gamer left behind, right? Mm-hmm. When the PlayStation 5 come out, we talked about this on BGST, and I don't really think those guys. To me, I love them to death, but they're not very forward thinking. They just don't get it. Sometimes this is a business. You look at the X, right? You look at the Pro. On paper, right? You got what you call numbers on paper, what you call real world performance. The Xbox One X should really dance circles around the Pro, right? But here's the issue again: when Sony releases their exclusives, Gears of War 5 looked amazing, right? But when you saw Gears of War 5, you didn't think Xbox 2 or Xbox Infinity. But when we saw motherfucking Last of Us 2 or the Ghost of Tsushima, motherfuckers thought they made is this a PS5 dev kit?
When I thought Gears 5, I did think cross-gen. If you really study that Gears 5
I didn't think that.
When I saw Gear 5, I didn't think next gen, but I thought PC right away.
This is the thing, and this is why that happened. It's not so much a knock on the Xbox One X or Gears itself. It's that the Pro is so fucking weak. So everybody just like the multi-plat shit that's happening right now is giving a perception that the Pro can't do any of this shit, which is a solid perception just because of how the Pro is performing against the Xbox One X with everything else. When you look at Gears 5, you're like, I can see that on the X because it has a buffer range that's higher than the Pro.
Yeah, I don't think the Pro was ever meant to really be, what the Xbox One X was. I think that was just some bullshit from Andrew House after.
Okay, but even better. But I'm just saying. But if you look at, I'll play this right. Fuck it, get the big knife from the drawer. You look at God of War, right? Mm-hmm. Look at Sea of Thieves. I understand two different art styles or whatever the fuck the case. But we're talking about something. Even whether, and this is all subjective. I don't care if you don't like God of War. I don't care if you don't like Detroit Become Human. I don't care if you don't like The Last of Us 2. Again, you might like Halo. I'm not talking about. We're talking about subjective. We judge games by what we look. And that shit right there, from a weaker hardware, looks better than anything graphically that I have on my X.
Yeah. You cannot put that on the X, though.
Why not?
The hardware. It's not the hardware because it's not the hardware. It's how the developers choose to take care. You need to talk about the developers because Sony developers are squeezing every bit of juice they can out of the Pro, and it's showing from a first-party perspective on Microsoft side.
I agree with Posted. The problem is not.
That's not what I said.
It's the developers, and I'll say this: Sony's got some fantastic developers over there. They're bringing out some.
Listen, I think both of you dark skinned niggas are dealing with semantics. I think both of you dark skinned niggas are dealing with semantics. I didn't say anything about the hardware. I didn't say anything about the hardware. That's not what I said. Let me repeat it again because both of you didn't answer my question. I said you look at.
Let him finish.
Because the first party. The first party devs, they're amazing right now. They have the art direction, they have everything down pat, and Microsoft needs to counter that, and they're fucking aware of that.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me finish. Before you double down your damn score. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Because everything you're saying today will be recorded. Listen, okay. What I'm saying, even going into the next generation, when you have Microsoft saying no gamer left behind, and and again, this was saying I think some people ain't get it now. The same person that told me about the Pro, and sorry, not the Pro, the Neo and the Scorpio, whatever the fuck. The same person told me that most likely when it comes to hardware, Microsoft won't be outgunned again, right? Cool. Mm-hmm. Even going forward, even if Microsoft does have, and even Phil said, hey, I like saying I have the world's most powerful console. All that is cool, right? Even with all that being said, right? And if Sony, again, is just making the exclusively wise games to take advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware and up, and where it is, the Xbox, whatever it's going to call, those games still have to run on the S, the 2013 hardware. Sony games are still going to look better graphically.
That's not true.
That's
true.
That's true.
No.
This is why. Because the way that these consoles are designed are like PCs.
I get it.
There's games that won't run on certain PCs, sure, or they'll run badly, and that is what's going to start happening with the Xbox One S. Is they'll start running badly. They'll start running significantly worse. Microsoft wouldn't have lied, and people will just upgrade over time. But they will run. It'll just be toned down to dog shit.
Okay. I'm not talking about performance. I'm talking about
how they look, because there's games like for instance, The Witcher 3 on it'll run on a whole bunch of PCs.
Okay.
My PC is going to look significally better.
I understand from that. Right?
The game is created the same.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Maybe you can understand what was explained to me, right? All right, listen here. All right, maybe you can explain, okay? Again, what consoles have over PC is optimization, right? We can all agree with that, right? Optimization, right? They can get all the mustard on the hot dog, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll give you an example. You take a game like Tomb Raider, right? Rise of the Tomb Raider. Looked pretty on the 360, on the Xbox One, right? But that same exact game had to fit around the parameters of a half a gig of RAM to run on a 360. Imagine if that game right there could have just been developed from the ground up to take advantage of everything that's inside of the Xbox One and going forward. Holding it back.
This is what I'm saying. Those same games, Rise of the Tomb Raider, had to run on a shitty PC too. And that's what I'm saying, that they're going to keep the Xbox One S like a shitty PC.
Yeah, engine scale.
They have to run on it.
Engine scale. They scale from the lowest common denominator all the way on up.
Okay. And what's going to actually give Xbox a leg up, I guess, in moving forward with development cycles is the PS5 coming out. And the reason I say that is because the third party are going to move more towards that. I don't care about the Xbox One S. I'm going to make a game that can be scaled down all the way there. I don't give a fuck about it. I just use the API for Windows 10 and just scale that shit down. I don't care. Whether it looks shitty, run shitty, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
It's gonna be there. It'll run. Well, in this case, it won't be great. And they'll design for the.
We're scaling now, though, right?
I still put the onus on the developers because I do understand what you're saying, Z. And so let's take a game like Forza Horizon 4,
yes, sir,
which I was just looking at, and I like the environments. The environments look hyper realistic, but they shader pipeline, the shaders that they use for their cars. When you sit the cars in that type of environment, it makes the cars stick out because the cars look dope. But my mind knows that that's not a real car because it's the shaders that they're using on that car just gives off a funny look. And I was looking at, I'm like, man, Joe, the environments look great, but the environments look so good that it's making the fact that the shaders that they use, that the cars just don't look realistic. And I think that's something Polyphony do well. They make their cars, the shader pipelines that they use on their car, the car looks like a real car, but I don't know, for some with Forza, I don't know what type of shaders that they're using, but the cars just don't give off a realistic look to me. So I understand what you're saying. The onus is still on the dev, it's not on the hardware.
Oh, I understand that on paper. The Xs or whatever else is more powerful than the Pro, but again, the Pro exclusively wise, those games look. Again, it looked like Mike. I'm sorry, I'm saying this last thing, you guys. I don't want to take over the show. It looked like Sony moved the generation. I'll give you an example. Look at from Uncharted 4. We all can agree that's a great looking game, right? Yeah. Now look at the leap from Uncharted to The Last of Us 2. Infamous Second Son, pretty nice looking game. It looked like, again, they look like they moved the generation from Infamous Second Son until fucking Ghost of Tsushima. Yep. On succinctly weaker hardware.
That's per talent. You can't buy that with a spec sheet. You can't buy that.
That is straight, I agree. That is straight ass talent. And I don't know. We're beating the dead horse here because Microsoft is aware of this. They've hired up.
Are you sure?
They're open. Yes, they are definitely.
When I look at Sony titles,
don't be surprised when all these people from Naughty Dog and shit and Sony Santa Monica start applying the initiative, bro.
Look, when I look at Sony talent, I look at nuances. I look at the little things. You can throw you can throw a game out there that's graphically impressive, but if it don't have the little thing, it looks good, but it takes away from the realism. Sony is good with giving you graphically impressive games, but giving you the little nuances that keeps the realism there. And that's what separates them too. Because if you look at Uncharted, if you look at what they did with The Last of Us 2, even in Ghost of Tsushima, the little nuances that you pick up just brings off the realism and it makes the whole graphical.
I'm about to say this shit, and so all you ponies straight at me. I don't give a fuck. None of y'all bitches.
Watch your mouth.
Sony makes very pretty games that 90% of the time have very mediocre fucking gameplay.
Let's talk about it. You definitely finna talk about it.
I don't care what none of y'all niggas say. Y'all not gonna change my mind.
That's because Mass
90% of the time have very fucking mediocre gameplay.
Oh wow!
Mass is like that one. He's that one only kid in school
got
don't
the
like
popcorn right now.
strawberry
Definitely got the
jello.
Okay. Listen. So I don't know what games. I know like games. What games does Microsoft have gameplay with? What games?
The general gameplay of Microsoft.
Like what?
And I want to say this. I want to say this too. Halo and Gears are meh as fuck. Like,
okay, so what?
They're like levels of medium meh.
Nah.
So what Xbox?
So what Xbox game you talking about?
They don't capture anything, but they have better gameplay than the Sony game.
Nah, Mash, you can sit your ass down. You was doing good.
I know how either side of this spectrum.
Somebody get this
gameplay. The gameplay in Microsoft games is generally better.
Post up, hand him the SKL.
He is a PC elitist. He shouldn't even be in this conversation. Where that damn SKL?
Man, facts. He bugging. He would buffing. He would buffing Phil right now.
The gameplay in Xbox games is generally better. The Sony games focus on very pretty games.
Aesthetics.
Right. They focus on aesthetic, and then they focus on trying to get you
that one video.
I can agree with
create a story. They focus on trying to create a story.
From The Last of Us, and went on that.
I can agree with that.
No, I'm speaking of my own experience.
Halo and Gears and them titles like that.
They straightforward shooters.
No. He talking about gameplay, addictive gameplay. You wonder why them titles
is addictive gameplay.
No. You wonder. No. People don't talk about Last of Us multiplayer in the same.
I'm not even talking about the Last of Us.
I'm
not even talking about period. I'm talking about the fucking single player game.
I'm gonna explain to you
why. Single player game of the Last of Us.
Right. Let me explain.
It's the reason why people are still playing
mediocre as fuck.
Let me explain to you why. The reason why that game didn't take off the way Gears took off. We talking about PlayStation 3 game.
You IZ.
That's tweaking.
The Last of Us single player gameplay was the AI was fucking garbage.
Right, but I'm talking about the multiplayer. You talking about the
AI? The multiplayer.
Who talks about the AI in The Last of Us? Come on,
I do, because
that's a PS3 game. Get out of here, man.
I'm playing the game against.
Get out of here. You talking about a PS3 game?
Yeah, you talking about PS3 game?
Get out of here.
What's actually game of the generation?
You was champion at PS3 game.
Exactly.
It's about the AI.
When she threw that bottle, you saw that shit.
That PS3 game is in the top 5 selling games of the system this generation.
That shit sells. Y'all motherfuckers is like, oh, it sold 12 million.
It's so it was fire.
Then I talk about the AI. Who talks about the game?
You the same. That game is fire.
Let me get here.
He got hating.
No. Let me ask you this. I'm speaking from all personal experience. The Last of Us AI is horrible, but it gets a pass. All y'all motherfuckers, it was game of the generation, greatest game ever made. All that bullshit. All the shit that hyped up The Last of Us 2. All of that work on some shitty ass AI, and you're like, oh well, it's just the AI is it's okay because they didn't have the power. No, they don't get a fucking excuse.
Mass, you the only person in that has in gaming that has ever said that. So shut up.
Okay,
you know what, Mass, I can't agree with you.
The shit that they showed at the reveal and how the AI was supposed to work. And then how the AI actually worked.
Mass, nobody remember that shit from last gen.
No, you trying not to remember that shit.
I'm gonna remind y'all
about E3 back in 2020.
I'm gonna remind y'all motherfuckers.
J-Dub trying not to remember that shit.
Right, y'all trying to forget shit. I don't forget this shit.
You talking about E3 last generation? Come on,
guys. I do agree with you on this, though, man. I do agree with you on this. Every Sony exclusive is the game of the generation to these Sony motherfuckers. They can see a CGI trailer and be like,
"This is why
game of the year."
It's the same thing. Like these motherfuckers who keep telling me that Sony out here making crazy new IPs like Spider-Man. All of you motherfuckers, you are the
niggas sound salty as fuck. Listen, post up. Post up.
Motherfucking problem.
Your PS4 post up.
The motherfucking pawn shop. Hey, I gotta hear, boy.
Hey, hold up, Chad, man.
Everybody put an L in the chat for post up, man.
Hey, yo, Chad, man, 23 say, Maz, where was Quantum Break's reload animation? Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's Remedy.
He said gameplay. He didn't say fix. Lord, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right, but with all this back and forth, I want to know where was our champion?
They give me that L in that chat. You heard?
Where was our champion? Quantum Break.
You get an L.
Where was our champion
in the chat?
Nigga, you think I ever care about anything that happens in this chat?
Shut up. Hold that L.
Hey, yo, like, oh, you getting the L in the chat? The chat
Yeah.
loves you. The chat hates you. I don't give a fuck about nigga. I don't give a fuck about y'all
So how you
opinions.
think
Why
I
the fuck would I
feel?
give a fuck about their opinions?
You think I give a fuck what anybody think? Look at my Twitter.
Listen. Z's original question, right? Check this out. Next generation, when that happens within a year or two, if Xbox, it doesn't matter about if Xbox still the Xbox 2 is still the world's most powerful console. Does it really matter when Sony has the developers that can give you games that make you think it's CGI in the PlayStation 8? Does it really matter?
This is what I'm about to hit that point to. So everybody keeps saying they don't have the talent and all this other bullshit, right? When Sony Santa Monica had their restructuring, when Sony was shutting shit down, selling
back in
buildings, and all that
2006,
shit.
huh?
Right. When they had their restructuring, half those people went to Microsoft and now work at Microsoft Studios, various Microsoft Studios.
Okay.
Half of these developers, they migrate from studio to studio every fucking day. So the talent is not the problem; it's the freedom that's the problem. Microsoft. That's why I said they have creative freedom and all that bullshit that they said about these 5 new studios. I believe it when I see it.
So is
Microsoft
keeping the developers from making
Microsoft
graphically demanding games?
Microsoft did.
Yes. All right, come on. I can't. You have to do it though. Oh, you just slapping the back of his head with that rock. So my Porter Rock, I thought you was like false facts or some shit. What do you say, man? Moss? Yeah. Pete Rock ain't gonna let you let that shit down, right? Porter Rock don't forget shit. He gonna come back about 6 months. I'm telling you right now, he ain't gonna forget shit. Hit him with hit him share. Share my screen. Went out there and got his jaw broken and shit. Yeah, pretty much though. But okay. Well, I guess before we get the hell up, it's already 10:30. I'm not gonna hold you gentlemen too much longer. I can't wait. No sound for who? Oh, for me. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I muted my mic. I'm sorry. Like I said, next generation. Brandon, what are you saying? Next generation, 2019 or 2020?
Man, I think Xbox is 2020. I think PS5's next year.
Okay. They don't give you think Sony gonna have a head start again?
They're gonna kick.
I was told that next year would be a good year to go to E3.
I'm out. We out. I got a lot of business to handle.
We mobbing.
I'll be there. I'm going next year.
I'm running with you. You still play white boy, right?
Yeah, I'm going. I'll be there next year.
We'll all be there.
We all be there in the flesh.
Z, I just want to ask you
in the building.
Yeah.
Z, I just want to ask what you were saying there about.
We're gonna drug Z and put him on a damn plane.
Yeah.
The best spot better be there. You gonna be there? Best spot? What's up?
Said the panel is muted. What's going on here?
The panel muted.
I'll probably definitely go this year.
It was. It's back.
It's back. I'm sorry.
He muted himself, which muted everybody because he.
Yeah. What you say, D?
Okay. Next generation, you were saying, "Oh, is it going to matter if it's more powerful?" I'm going to say yes. I'm thinking and I'm guessing, and I'm quite confident that Microsoft has learned from its mistakes this generation. I think Microsoft is going to go back to the old with the Gears of Wars, with the Halos, how they just were a league above everybody else. And if they can go this route again and have the more powerful hardware, yes, you're going to be able to tell a difference between the next PlayStation and the next Xbox if it's more powerful.
I don't know about that. I mean,
so you still think it's about the power?
They learned.
You still think that's the reason?
No, I don't know. I don't think it's about the power completely. I also think it's about the developers and the talent. And I think Microsoft is just going to go out and just.
I don't know. It was about it.
They're just gonna grab. They're gonna grab the best of the best from everywhere. And you know what? They got the fucking money to do it.
The reason they lost this generation was simple. At the beginning of this generation, they cost more for the weaker hardware. Period. That's it. So by the time they caught up 3.5 years later, everybody's friends had all in the commonality, folks. Everybody's friends had already bought a PS4, so now they're gonna buy a PS4. As the generation gets older and people are looking to buy a next gen console, most of the normal everyday Joe don't give a fuck about none of the shit we talk about. They go in and they call their boy, they at work, and they like, yo, that 2K19 coming out, what you got? I got a PS4. Well, I'm getting a PS4. And at this point in time, PlayStation had such a large lead. There's nothing Xbox can do to grab that. Right. Everybody has a PS4. Everybody has a PS4. You see the commercials. They took over all the marketing that Xbox had last gen with all the sports games outside of Madden and with Call of Duty, which again is everybody. The vast majority of casual gamers
still play
2 or 3 games a year, and one of them is COD. And they took over that mind share of you have a PS4, so I'm gonna get a PS4 so we can play together. Yep. Which is why Xbox is so stringent on pushing.
So you think at the end of this generation, when Sony's sitting around 100 and some million, do you think how many of those 100 and some million PlayStation people will buy the Xbox 2 or will migrate over to?
It depends. It depends because if you look at the PlayStation 2 dubs and how 362, it all depends on their strategy. But my question is this for Rand, to J Dubs' point, you know what I'm saying? Like Microsoft got to pull in not only the hardware but the developers that want to make those high fidelity games, right?
Yeah.
With the approach that was announced by Rare with Sea of Thieves is how they wanted to keep that visual art style because it was easily translatable to the phones and to the tablets and stuff like that. Outside of Halo, Gears, and Forza, with these new studios, are we going to see somewhat of a remnant of Xbox of old where they're bringing you the Mass Effects and the BioShocks, or are we going to see more of this just basic, visual output? So because it's translatable to phones and tablets via the cloud. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think like Ninja Theory is still going to create a amazing looking AAA game that's not going to be cartoony. You're still going to get everything on PC. You're going to get everything on phones. That's still like the goal. Like their mission statement is to reach 2 billion gamers, and if it doesn't reach if it's not geared toward that, they're not doing it. And you only reach 2 billion gamers by the phone and PC. But look, like the whole next gen thing, I don't even know why it's a debate because PlayStation 1, Xbox doesn't stand a chance of winning next generation. It's
preach, Rand, preach.
Like what? I like Xbox a lot, right?
Let him go.
But, I don't know about that though. But you can go.
Let him explain himself.
Look.
Let that man speak.
PlayStation 3 did everything wrong. Was overpriced. They basically handed the generation of the 360, and Microsoft had everything going in their favor. They had BioShocks, like all these default third-party exclusives, and they still ended up tied. Like Microsoft gave Sony their best shot, and it wasn't good enough, right? So even if Sony, even if like Microsoft like is cheaper and Microsoft has the better console, they're not popular enough in Europe to make up for the deficit. They're not popular enough here in the States to make up for the deficit in Europe and Japan. So like, there's no way Microsoft could actually sell more consoles than the PlayStation.
Okay, now you're making sense. Okay, I follow.
So that's what I mean. Like they're already going to lose, but like Phil and them, they see, they don't really look at console sales anymore. They look at monthly active users. So they look at it like we sell 50 million Xbox 2s, but if we have 100 million monthly active users because we're also on the phone and the PC and stuff, they're going to consider that a victory. But
I mean, so what does that mean for somebody like Z who don't want to deal with the PC or play on the tablet or the phone? Is that going to be a diminished support on the console? And does someone like him have to worry about third-party support on the console not being there because of this new strategy?
He's just going to get a PlayStation.
Nah, because all that's going to go through the cloud. Like it's all going to go through a streaming service. Yeah. So you're not gonna have to worry. Like the PC stuff will be native, but all the phone stuff is going to be through a
But my thing is, like, say if Bethesda, I'm just throwing the game out there, but Fallout 76. If I see that, if there's not enough console saturation out there next gen, or Cyberpunk 2077, and there's not enough Xbox console saturation out there, so therefore Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't sell many units on the Xbox console. When Cyberpunk 2 comes out, who's to say that they may say, well, we may not even do it on it. We already got a platform on PC, which is Steam. We already got mobile platforms. Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would we can support the console? That's
because the same reason they support the Xbox now. Like they're always gonna make, like, third party is not gonna stop making games for Xbox in any way, shape, or form. As long as Xbox exists and as long as there's millions of people playing on Xbox, they're gonna keep putting that shit out. And especially the way the Xbox and all their APIs and shit is built, where it's basically as copy and paste as you can get it from a PC to the Xbox. That shit's not gonna change going forward, because they're not gonna change Windows 10. They're not gonna change DirectX for at least another 7 years. So all that shit's already built into the ecosystem that they've made. They've made it like they've copied that Apple model where all they have to do is move it from one version to the other.
Hold on 1 second.
She do this shit on purpose.
Chadman said the red ring of death is the reason why the 360 sold so well. You silly niggas.
Oh, come on, man.
Get your ass. Well, sit your dumb ass down somewhere.
I mean, you could kind of look at it that way.
No, if that's the case, then the PS3 should have still sold 100 and something million units.
Lil man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's the case, then the PS3 should have still sold 100+ million units. No,
listen, I see like this. At the end of the day, you're happy with Microsoft.
Listen, they recovered at the end of the generation, and they are vastly more worldwide appealable. It's just that simple. Nigga, like even to this day, PlayStation is sold in more regions than Xbox. To this day. Right now, it's sold in like, I think.
Let me tell you something.
Like,
we about to end this goddamn show. We just hot man. No, this shit is over. Listen, no, I don't know shit.
Nigga gonna cut me off.
Yeah, nigga. Listen. If y'all want part 2 of the goddamn shit, we gonna put this on the hot mic, because they ain't gonna be all this save that got this rap. Yeah, it's a hell yeah. It's fucking 10 for 11 o'clock at night. You know. You know, Rand White. You gotta lay down and have his bran flakes in the goddamn morning. Man, fuck y'all, gotta make come on. Shit.
Cut me off. He must got some Chinese food waiting on his ass.
Hey man, but listen, man. Thank y'all for rocking out with us tonight, man. As always, the multiplayer podcast. Shout out to Rand and Kidsmove doing his best damage control. He tried to save the goddamn Xbox, but we out of here, man. Bang.